same subject is Masdar Sultat, that who is the fountain of power or the source of power. Who has the authority? So basically, authority is in the hands of Ummah as a whole. And to appoint a Khalifa, that is Farz Kifaya. And Farz Kifaya mean collective responsibility of Ummah. But in Farz Kifaya, some people, they do that and the others are free because they are doing it on behalf of Ummah. So now, Khalifa is to be appointed by people who are called Ahlul Hall wal Aqd. Ahlul Hall wal Aqd. Literal meaning of Hal is untie, and Aqd mean tie. So those who tie and untie. So it has two explanations and both are meant. Means they have the power in the community that they can tie someone and untie someone. And number two, they can resolve the problem and people are listening to them. But in them, there are three conditions. Number one, they must know what are the conditions or qualities of Khalifa. Because they have to appoint and select or elect someone. How they will elect if they don't know? Number two, they must be just integrated people. Just and integrated people. Just integrated in a sense, then an appointment of Khalifa or selection or election of Khalifa, they don't have any personal pick and choose. They are looking at Ummah. Got it? Yeah. And number three, they are people who are Sahebur Rai. Sahebur Rai means people having opinion and can make opinion. Not only, sometimes somebody has opinion, but he cannot make opinion of people. So it means they must have leadership qualities. So they have the right on behalf of Ummah to appoint a Khalifa. This is unanimously agreed upon by Ahlus Sunnah wal Jama'ah. While on the other side, the Shia sect, they are of the view that Khilafat is representing the prophethood. Khilafat is representing what? The prophethood and Nubuwwah. And Nabi is sent by Allah. So Khalifa is to be appointed by a Nabi and a prophet. And they are of the view that Ali was appointed as a Khalifa. Got it?
Yeah.
And then after Ali, so they say his offspring, one after the other. But they don't say that they appointed one another or only relation-based Khalafat. So they don't have any saying in this regard that Ali appointed either Hassan or Hussein radiallahu ta'ala anhuma, or Imam Hussein appointed who? Zayd ibn Ali Zainul Abidin, and so on. They don't say that. Got it? Then they say the Imamiyya sect, which is the big sect. So they said that the 12th Imam, he disappeared when he was 4 years of age. They call him Imam Ghaib. Imam Ghaib. And they say on his behalf, Imam Hazir is ruling the Ummah. On his behalf, he is Imam Ghaib. Yes? His whereabout is not known. Known and unknown. Known, unknown. Yes, because there is a cave in Samurra. There is a cave in Samurra. Every day, a group of people, they are going there. A well-dressed and well-decorated horse they are taking with them, and they say, "Oh, ya Imam, that come out, oh Imam, you are sitting inside the cave and the world is full of zulm and barbarism." Got it?
Yeah.
And at sunset, when he does not come out, so then they come back. That's their aqidah. So they say on his behalf, Imam Hazir, he is representing and he is ruling the Ummah. But then they differ one another in Imam Hazir. So for Shia and Iraq, there is another Imam Hazir, and for Iran, there is another Imam Hazir. Got it? But anyhow, now how the Khalifa will run the state and the government? So he will be having a council, Lo Yajarga, or Duma, or Knesset. Got it?
Yeah.
Or Lok Sabha, or National Assembly, or Congress, or House of Representative. Different names in different countries. Got it?
Yeah.
And they say that this council should be consist of 3 types of people. Number 1, for sure, those who appointed him. Ahlul Halli wal Aqd. Number 2, Ahlul Shura. So how the Shura members are to be selected? So Islamically, as the Khalifa will be seeking their advice, so he has the right to select for himself a Shura. Got it?
Yeah.
He will select the members. But these members, that must have quality. Number 1, Za ilmin wa tuqan. They must be knowledgeable people and pious people. Number 1, Za aqlin wa tajriba. Talented and intellectual people, having experience of affairs. Number 3, Nadijan wadudan. Strong opinion. They must have strong opinion. And he must be in love with people, and people must be in love with them. Number 4, Salimul Fikr min ghammin shamil wa hammin qati'. He may not have any disturbance in his personal and family life because they damage the opinion. Salimul Fikr min ghammin shamil wa hammin qati'. And number 5. And number 5, that he does not have any personal interest in the issue concerned. So he will be looking at the interests of the state and nation. And number 6, they must be just integrated people. Never been punished by any court, especially on criminal side. So it means if they have all these qualities, but they have record, get it? That they got punishment by the court. So then they should not be. And this is all over the world, it is known. Got it? Yeah. The third group of this council will be Ahlul Ijtihad. Ahlul Ijtihad mean, modern terminology for Ahlul Ijtihad is technocrats. Technocrats mean in different field, the technical people. For example, in medical field, a very well-known doctor, physician or surgeon. On engineering side, a well-known engineer. And so on. Depend that how many fields are there too much important to run a government. So they are called in Arabic Ahlul Ijtihad and in English terminology, technocrats. So these 3 groups constitute a body. Here they call it Congress. In Pakistan, National Assembly. In India, Lok Sabha. In Israel, Knesset. Got it? Yeah. In Russia, Duma. In Britain, House of Representatives. Got it? Yeah. But Islamically, and in Afghanistan, lo hai jarga. But Islamically, that is called Al-Jam'iyyat Al-Tashri'iyya. Al-Jam'iyyah Al-Tashri'iyya. Because they are formulating laws as well. The next chapter is Wajibatul Khalifa. What are the duties of Khalifa? That if somebody is appointed as Khalifa, he will be sitting in Arg. Yes, so what he will be doing, what his duties and responsibilities? So his duties, number 1, protection of deen. Number 2, implementation of Islamic laws. Number 3, providing necessities to the general public. irrespective of their caste, color, religion, and so and so. Number 4, Iqamatul Amn, to establish peace. Number 5, Qat'ul Khisam, to resolve the disputes. Number 6, Himayatul Bayda, to protect the boundaries of the country. Boundaries of the countries mean no outsider may enter without their permission. And nobody attack the boundary. Number 7, Tahsinul Udda, to have an army and weapon for the said purpose. Number 8, Jihadul Mu'anidin, to fight the villains inside and from outside. Number 9, Jibayatul Fay wa Sadaqat, to collect the taxes and the zakat. Number 10, Taqdirul Ataya, to fix the wages and the salaries. Number 11, Taqleedun Nusaha, to listen to the well-wishers. To the well-wisher, to listen to them. When they are giving them advice, that is his duty. And number 12, to look at the affairs himself through different departments. And that's why in Islamic Khalifa, the Khalifa is given briefing by different secretaries every day, early in the morning before official time, and in the evening before going to bed. Yes, so they are giving the briefing that what happened in Washington DC today and how was the affairs and how the state was running. What was there in Chicago? How is the weather condition? How is the peace condition? The security condition? And so on. Every department is giving his briefing. Got it? That is his duty. Now his rights. The rights of Khalifa. That is his right, that he must be obeyed zahiran batinan. People should not say only Ala Hazrat by tongue, or sir, or your majesty. No, from heart they must say that. Number 2, Bazlun nasihati lahu sirran wa alaniyatan, to think of his good when you are in front of him or you are anywhere. Number 3, whenever he needs any help from the general public, so that's his right, and general public is bound to provide him that help. Number 4, al-ikram wal-ihtiram, must be given a due respect. Number 5, if he became careless about something, So to send him a warning. Warning is not a threat. Warning is actually that Saratul Khalifa. Do you know, I think that you didn't notice something like this is going on there in that part of Afghanistan. Got it? So right away, he will collect the information and gather together. That's what's going on. Got it? Yeah. Number 6. Tahzir min al-ghadu al-dakhili wal-khariji. To warn him about the enemy from inside and from outside. Number 7. Al-i'lam bisiyari ummalihi wa hukkamih. To inform him that what such and such officer is doing in such and such office. What such and such wali and governor is doing in such and such state. Number 8. Raddul qulubil mutanafirati ilayhi. If some people, they don't like him, so that is his right, which is incumbent upon public, to convince those people that you are wrong. That you are wrong. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't break the Khilafah. Got it? Number 8, 9. Al-i'anatu ala al-mashaqqat, in difficult situation. That is his right and duty of the general public to rush towards him, to support him. And number 10, az-zabbu anhu bil qawli wal amal, to defend him with tongue and with hand as well. So now, whatever are the duties of Khalifa, as we mentioned, so those are the rights of Ummah. And whatever are the rights of Khalifa, so these are the duties of Ummah. But still, the Ummah, they have their other hukuk and other wajibat as well. So the due rights of Ummah, Ummah means general public. Number 1, to provide them security in their life, wealth, honor, faith, and aql. So the other 4 you will understand very easily. Providing security to life, to wealth, to honor, to aqidah. Whatever the aqidah of a group or a person is, state is bound to protect him. Got it? If they are a non-Muslim and somebody is harming them regarding their aqidah, so that's the duty of Khalifa to protect them. Got it? But what about aql? So something which is harming the aql, like drugs. Like what? Drugs. So that is the due right of Ummah to be protected from drugs, from ice, which is called crystal. Here what I call? Crystal. Crystal. Or whatever other things. Number 2, al-muhafaza ala al-hurriyat al-shakhsiyya. Every individual, he has the right of his personal freedom. So nobody may be detained without a proper procedure by the court. Number 3, Hurriyatul Aqidah, that everybody is free, whatever his Aqidah is. because he is citizen of the state. Number 4, تكفل الدولة بالحاجات الضرورية. State is responsible to provide opportunities to general public to have their basic needs and necessities. So now subsection of this number, what are the basic necessities and needs? Number 1, food, dress and shelter. Number 1, that's the top. So every individual has the right in any state to have food available, dress available and shelter. Means that the system should be in such a way that these things are in the approach of every single individual. It doesn't mean that state will make houses for people and giving them dresses and giving them food and things. No, the state is responsible to make it easy for them how to earn and to make it. That's number 1. And number 2, as-siha, to provide them health facilities. Because individual or a small community can make their own hospital? No. They cannot. So that is duty of government to arrange the hospitals and to make treatment to the approach of every individual. Number 3, husul al-ta'lim, to provide them education. Mean education facilities are to be provided by the state. Number 4, employment, to create such like opportunities that there are factories and there are companies and there are departments and things like that, that people can go and they can find a job and they can make their livelihood. Got it? Number 5. Tasheel al-safar, to make traveling easy for them, because people are traveling here and there. So that is state and government responsibility to make it easy for them. So what it means? Roads, bridges, buses, trains, metros, aeroplane, ships. Got it? Yes. Number 6, unemployment to those who cannot work or they cannot find it. That's called takaful bil hajat al-daruriyah. Well, Yusuf, what we say in Arabic? Bil hajat al-daruriyah. To give them that much where he can, yes, in a respectable way, he can eat his food and he can provide it to his kids. Got it? And number 7, to make the marriage easy. Because with no marriage, lot of fitnas are happening in the society. And the first responsibility of the state is to establish peace. So if a lot of fitnas are going on, how the peace would be established? Got it? So that's why Islamic State, they put a check on marriages. They to know such like competition, that where was your walima? Oh, that was in Beverly Hills. Yes. In what? In such like banquet hall. How much you paid? $10,000. Yes. Or $20,000 or $50,000. So the government has to have a check on that, because that will make marriage difficult for others. Got it?
Yes.
And that is actually subsection of number 4. So 7 things are under section 4. And section 5, حق التملك والتعامل والكسب. That every individual has a right to work. He has a right to have a transaction. And he has a right to own a property. Now these are 5 basic rights of Ummah. What are the duties of Ummah? Number 1, the first thing is to appoint a Khalifa, as we mentioned before, because this right is the right of whom? The Ummah. On their behalf, the Ahlul Hall wal Aqd are doing that. Number 2, Al-Nazaru fil Mazalim, that the Ummah, they have a right to look at zulm in the society. And whenever they see any zulm, they have to inform the government. They have to inform the government that such like thing is going on in such like area. That is bad. Number 3, their fariza is when the Imam asks for jihad, so they are ready. Number 4, Al-Amru bil Maruf wa Nahyu anil Munkar. That is duty of the entire Ummah to promote virtues and to prevent vices. Number 5, Al-Qiyam bi-ulum ad-din wa dunya. That is the duty of Ummah to seek knowledge of deen and knowledge of dunya. Some of them will go for deen and some of them will go for dunya. Number 6, At-Takaful Ijtimai, to cooperate with one another. To coordinate and cooperate with one another. And number 7, Tawfir Wasail al-Umran. For social development, whatever they can do, they must try to their best. Now, how will be the bay'ah, pledge of allegiance, based on what? So the bay'ah mean that the Imam must be committed to Kitab, Sunnah, and following the Sharia in political field. Number 2, freedom for Ummah at the time of bay'ah, that you are free. If you are not ready to give me bay'ah, that's up to you. Got it? So they may not force anybody to give them bay'ah. Now, could a Khalifa be deposed? That's a chapter, Azlul Khalifa. Yes. Number 1, if he became fasid, He is not fulfilling his job. Rather, his Khilafat is counterproductive. Because his mind got changed. Or he cannot perform his duty because he became ajiz, paralyzed, or something happened to his brain, or he lost the credibility. So now who will depose him? The one who appointed him. Who will depose him? And who appointed him? No. Say.
The Congress.
Don't say like this. I told you 10 times. Ahlul Hall wal Aqd. Al-Jamiyyah al-Tashri'iyya is not for appointment. Where you people are sleeping. Ahlul Hall wal Aqd. And when he is to be deposed, when he is not considering ad-Dustur al-Islami, he is not considering the basic Islamic principles, or being of him a Khalifa, that is much more harmful than deposing him. To depose him, it does not harm the ummah that much. If you will allow him, it will harm the ummah too much. So then he must be deposed. And Imam Mawardi, Abul Hasan al-Habib al-Mawardi, a very great scholar, especially on Islamic politics and sociology. He is authentic like Imam Ibn Khaldun. Three of these people are very well known in this regard. Number one, Imam Ibn Khaldun. Number two, Imam Mawardi. And number three, Ibn Farhun, Allama Ibn Farhun. Because their books, they are translated in so many languages all over the world. So Imam Mawardi, his book name is Al-Ahkam As-Sultaniyya. So Imam Mawardi says that there is one quality required in the very beginning in Khalifa, and that is to be just, adl. To be just, adl. So whenever his adl and adalat and being just is injured, so he must be decomposed. And he said that his being just is getting injured. That is of two kinds. Number one, he is following his whims and desires. He started following his whims and desires. Like he is going to bar and drinking. Got it? Getting involved with women. He is gambling. And look, these are such a thing that every sensible nation, they have these conditions. They have it or not? Yes. These restrictions. So where from they got it? From Imam Mawardi. From whom? Yes, from the otherwise they were jahil. What they were knowing? They were knowing nothing. Yes, they got it from Imam Ibn Khaldun or from Allama Ibn Farhun or from Imam Abul Hasan al-Habib al-Mawardi. So that is one thing. And number two, ma ta'allaqa fihi bi-shubha, that regarding aqidah, he adopted a aqidah which has a shubha. For example, he started talking bad about Sahaba, Ridwanullah alayhim ajma'in. How can he be Khalifa of Muslims? Only Imam Ahmad says, rahmatullahi alayh, that where he is following his whims, so he should not be deposed, because the fitna will be very big. And actually it depends. Yes, the time of Imam Ahmad was like this. He said that if we will do, whom we will put there? Where from we will bring Sayyidina Umar or Sayyidina Abu Bakr? Got it? And that's why when Amin and Mamun, they were fighting with one another. So people asked Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal that, Imam, whom we are with? Whom we are with? Amin, yes, he was a Sunni Muslim. He was what? He was a Sunni Muslim, but he was a, yes, Hawaii guy. What type of guy? Hawaii guy. Most of the time he was there in his hunting and things like that. Yes, he was in hunting. So, Amin was Sunni, but he was not a man of state or statesman. He was not a statesman. And Mamun, he was impressed by i'tizal, by the Aqidah of Mu'tazila, especially in Khalqul Quran. Got it? But he was a politician. He was a statesman guy. He was a statesman guy. Yes, his father started, but he did a little. But this was the man who brought all the libraries of Yunan and translated it to Arabic. Got it? And thus he started development in different fields and different sciences. Got it? So Ummah are thankful to him. So anyhow, they were fighting with one another, both brothers. So people asked Imam Ahmad ibn Hanbal rahmatullahi alayh that we are with whom? So he said a word, Nahnu ma'aman ghalaba. That the one who will overtake the other, we are with him. So then the people asked to explain his word, ma'aman ghalaba, because apparently it is not looking good for such an imam who has given that much sacrifices that he was not surrendering in one single issue of Khalqul Quran with lot of beating and lot of difficulties. And here he said that we are with the one who will overtake. Yes? Yeah. Because he said that if we will join one of them, so either he will overtake or he will not. If he will not overtake, what we will do then? Got it? So he said that let them finish the job. Who will overtake and his rule is established, we are with him. Because he said to depose a Khalifa because of that create a very big turmoil. That create a big, and he say in turmoil, nothing is safe. Now we are talking about a few things, then nothing will be safe. Neither the property, nor the life, nor the honor, nor the aqidah, anything is not safe. So he said, don't create turmoil. Got it? And Imam Baqilani, great faqih, he said that he would be decomposed if he became kafir, adopted a aqidah which is aqidah of kufr. And to Imam Baqilani, if somebody will miss a first prayer without shari'i excuse, so he is losing imam. So he said, if the Khalifa will miss one prayer without shari'i excuse, he must be decomposed. Got it? Also, if he started zulm, so he must be decomposed. And he said that if he is not implementing the hududullah, like punishment of theft and zina and qatl and things like that, so he must be decomposed. Why he is sitting here? Got it? Now the next chapter is alaqatu ad-dawla bighayriha. how will be the relation of this state, Islamic state, with other states, which is called international relation. What? International relation. In fiqh we call it fiqh al-duwal. We call it what? Fiqh al-duwal. Duwal is the plural of dawla. Dawla is Arabic word which means the state. Even in Persian they say, Dawlat-e-Islamiyya Iran. Yes. What they say? Dawlat-e-Islamiyya Iran. Yes. Even on Pakistan currency, that is written State Bank, Bank Dawlat-e-Pakistan. Yes. You have seen or not? What is written? Bank Dawlat-e-Pakistan. State Bank of Pakistan, so Bank Dawlat-e-Pakistan. Got it? So, relation of Islamic state with other states based on what? Number one, ضرورة احترام المعاهدات, that whatever treaties they agreed upon, so those treaties must be respected and must be honored. Number two, to be committed to truth, justice, and honesty. Number three, not to harm the other states, and they may not harm you. So you will be having a good relation with them. And number four, not to create problem for one another. Now the last and final chapter, characteristics of Islamic system. Alamiyatun la zamaniyatun wala makaniyah. Islamic system is global. That is not for a specific time, not for a specific area. Number two, the relation between individual and society, that is like the relation of musharaka and partnership, not of pulling and pushing. That the individual will destroy the society and society will control the individual. Number three, al-hakimiyyatu lillah wal-hay'atu al-hakimatu min ad-dakhil. That actual rule belongs to Allah in Islamic State. He is the ruler. Khalifa is his representative, his agent. So whosoever is ruling the country, hay'at hakima, the body. What? The body, the ruling body. So the ruling body must be from people from inside the country. Got it? Not the outsiders. Yes, that American made should be the president of Afghanistan. Yes, American made, they destroyed that country. Or European made, they destroyed the country. They did it or not? Yes. Yes. And that's why I wrote letter to the friends. They don't put anybody inside the government, yes, who were not with you in this struggle. Why? Got it? So, number four, number four, that it differs from democracy. That in democracy, you are subject to majority. You are subject to, our state is subject to majority. But in Islamic State and Islamic Sharia, you are subject to Islamic Sharia. And number 5, that this system is providing education regarding Tibyanud Dawla, how the Islamic State had to make much more progress. How the state has to make much more progress. So, ayah number 247. So that is in brief, Sharia and politics. The whole book I give you in 2 nights. وَقَالَ لَهُمْ نَبِيُّهُمْ وَقَالَ لَهُمْ نَبِيُّهُمْ. So you took the notes. If you miss something, so the recording is there. Just turn on your computer and listen to it once again and correct because incomplete notes are not good. Incomplete notes will make a mess. وَقَالَ لَهُمْ نَبِيُّهُمْ. And their prophet said to them, إِنَّ اللَّهَ قَدْ بَعَثَ لَكُمْ طَالُوتَ مَلِكًا. That verily Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala appointed for you Talut, Saul, as king. قَالُوا. They said, أَنَّا يَكُونُ لَهُ الْمُلْكُ. They said, how can he be a king? عَلَيْنَا over us. وَنَحْنُ أَحَقُّ بِالْمُلْكِ مِنْهُ. Why we are much more eligible and deserving for kingship than Talut. Why? وَلَمْ يُؤْتَ سَعَةً مِنَ الْمَالِ. He has not been given wealth in abundance. So as I told you, we call it capitalistic approach. What? Capitalistic approach. وَلَمْ يُؤْتَ سَعَةً مِنَ الْمَالِ قَالَ. So Samuel alayhi salatu wasalam, he said to them, إِنَّ اللَّهَ اصْطَفَاهُ عَلَيْكُمْ. Verily Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he has chosen him above you. وَزَادَهُ بَسْطَةً فِي الْعِلْمِ وَالْجِسْمِ. And he has increased him abundantly in knowledge and stature. So now look, knowledge in these detail I told you that what will be the qualities of Khalifa. Got it? And in stature, because if he lost his stature and his hawas or his brain, so he would be decomposed. Got it? Or he will be deposed, not decomposed. Yes, you can decompose. Yes, because he will create a fitna then. Yes. Yes, decompose politically, not bodily. Yes, cut off his buddies from. Yes. Not buddies, buddies. Yes. Yes, got it. قال إن الله اصطفاه عليكم. Verily Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has chosen him alaykum over you or above you. وَزَادَهُ increased him abundantly. Fil ilmi in knowledge wal jismi and stature. Wallahu yuti mulkahu man yasha. And Allah is giving. Wallahu yuti mulkahu man yasha. And Allah is giving his kingship to whom he wills. Wallahu wasi'un alim. And Allah is all sufficient and all knower. So now they said, is there, because they are people of such like nature. Look, the Prophet is telling them and they are question and question and question. So another question, any sign from Allah's side on this? Oh, the Prophet is enough a sign when he said it. Got it? Like as they were doing in case of the cow. What is its color? What is the age? how many horns it has, how many legs that cow has. What is this? The Prophet said, just go ahead and slaughter it. So here they posed a question, any sign on his kingship? So, وَقَالَ لَهُمْ نَبِيُّهُمْ, their prophet said to them, إِنَّ آيَةَ مُلْكِهِ أَنْ يَأْتِيَكُمُ التَّابُوتُ. So now look, that was a blessed box. Were there. The remains of few prophets were in that box. It is said that the turban of Harun alayhi salatu wasalam was there. The stick of Musa alayhi salatu wasalam was there. And a few other prophet signs, and that was a blessed box for the children of Israel. But when Goliath overtook the area, so he took that box with him. Got it? But that was a blessing for Bani Israel. But that was a curse for Goliath and his people. They are on their side, and they thought of it. They told this problem to us that every month there is a new pandemic. Yes, because we brought this box. So they put it in a bull cart. They put it in a bull cart. Yes, and they hit the bull, and the bull was running and running and running. And in Riwayah, Ibn Abbas says, Radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, an angel Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala appointed on that bull, they take it straight to the area of Bani Israel. Got it? And Samuel, he informed them before that inna ayata mulkihi, that the sign of his kingdom is ayatekum tabutu, that the box will come to you. Fi sakinatum min rabbikum, fi sakinatum min rabbikum, where there is a peace and reassurance from your Lord for you people. Wa baqiyatum mimma tarakalu Musa, and the remnant of that which Musa and Harun left behind. Mimma tarakalu Musa wa alu Haruna tahmiluhul malaika, carried by the angels. Carried by the angels. Inna fi zalika la ayatan lakum, in this there are a visible sign for you in kuntum mu'minin, if you are true believers. Wa sallallahu ta'ala ala khairi khalqihi Muhammadin wa alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in bi rahmatika ya arhamar rahimin.